So here I have this generator. It's Coolman Powermate 6875 watts, and it has Tecumseh 11 horsepower engine, and I'm gonna store it for a long time. So I would like to share with you how to actually store the generator for a long period of time. Number one, run it out of the gas or drain the gas out of it completely dry. And I'm gonna let me get a flashlight here. Okay, let's see, you can probably see inside now. There's still a little bit left. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this stick with with a cloth, wrap around it. Make sure it's clean, not like mine. Let me actually shake it off a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna stick this thing inside, and I'm going to nicely wipe the area around the gas hose outlet, so it will be completely dry. And that is kind of pretty important, because otherwise it will just become gunk inside the generator. And now you can see that it is completely dry. Okay, that would be number one thing. Let's close this. Number two, you want to undo this spark plug, which is right here. So I got the spark plug out, and you can see a little bit, this is the hole from the spark plug that goes into the engine, and a little syringer with just a regular straight Tory oil, SAE Tory. Okay, it's fine, or any oil actually for this matter would do, but the SAE Tory is probably the best. And it's about, I would say, like maybe 1 or 2 teaspoons. Let me see, there's the mark. I can read it, maybe you can read it better. But anyway, it's just gonna go in the hole. Make sure you don't get any junk inside, and just push the oil leak in the hole. Okay, there you go. And the next step would be just get to the pull cord and just pull a few times on the pull cord. Now, sorry, I got only one hand, and then, oops, it will lubricate the engine. I'll do a little bit better job when I get the camera down. But that would be a step number 2. Step number 3. Now the carburetor, the most scary part of this job. Well, of course, don't forget to screw in the spark plug. Yes, dip the spark plug in the oil. I know I should clean this one, but it's running fine, starting on the first pull, so I'm not going to bother with it. But you can see how nice and greasy it is. Okay, back in and make it tight a little bit, and plug in the wire. But the carburetors, like this one, it's a very simple carburetor on these Tecumseh engines, and well, simple and not simple. It's simple because to get to it is just unplug this little spring here, and this whole thing will come down. So that's pretty simple if you want to get to it. But if you want to do like a simple cleaning, it's not actually simple, because you have to open the whole carburetor. But that'll be, for this one, you're not going to probably run into very many of these. The most common carburetor would be something like this, and that's on the Champion generator, and it'll be the same for Honda and same for many others. It's just a regular carburetor with the screw here at the bottom, this one here. So the easiest thing to do is to unscrew the screw here and you know, tilt the generator a little bit completely. Completely, I'm sorry. Just to tilt it a little bit so all the gasoline will come out from the carburetor through this opening. Now, if you want to do a little bit better job, you can get the carb cleaner. I don't have it here, but you know, stick the tube, the little red tube from the carb cleaner inside, and just spray inside the carburetor and flush it out with the carb cleaner. Let everything goes out, let it drain completely from the gas, because if you just will let the engine run until it run out of the gas from the carburetor, it will never run out of completely. Okay, there is always going to be a little bit of gasoline left on the bottom of the carburetor. This way you will get it completely out, or you know, this is the best you can do on a carburetor like that. On a carburetor like this, again, you have two options here. You have this drain screw right here, which is a pretty good option. Then you can flush it with the carb cleaner again, and you have to tilt it, or you can unscrew or get this one on the bottom loose a little bit. You can hold this with your, you know, just hold this up, this pan, carburetor pan, and then unscrew it and drain it out completely. And maybe even better, if you unscrew both of them, this one and this one, not unscrew completely, but just make it loose so the gas will come out, and then spray the carb cleaner in here and let it come out through here, completely drain, and then put all of these back. I mean, you know, if you don't want to open the carburetor and clean it completely with a rack, that would be the easy way to do it, this way with these two screws. Okay, on this one I'm just gonna simply unplug the hose on the bottom. Yep, if I can. It's been there for a long time. Yeah, let's just get it moving a little bit. There you go. Now I think little gas will come out. Well, actually, this is it. There was nothing, almost nothing, left in there. That's very interesting. So running the generator on the propane will actually suck out all the gas out of the generator. There's just a couple drops left in the tube, and that is a good sign. Yeah, that's it. So this is pretty much how you would drain this carburetor, and everything will come out of this carburetor, but there is nothing left in it. Otherwise it would be right here at the bottom. And I can tilt it a little bit maybe. Let's see if that's gonna do any good. No, that's it. Okay, pretty much car cleaner like this. You get the little tube inside and just rinse it. That's all. Just rinse the hose. You know, it should be good. And then I'm going to try to get it from this side, since I don't want to block the camera, but pretty much what you need to do oops, yeah, something like that, except a little bit better. Damn it. Very well. Okay, you got the idea. But this one is clean, so I don't have to bother with it. Alright. Put it back in. Put the hose clamp on. And it's ready for storage. If I forgot something, hit me back, please. Of course, if you want to change the oil, you can change the oil. Depends how old is the oil inside the engine. That wouldn't hurt probably, and I will do it probably, most likely. But other than that, I would say this is ready for storage. Now you can put it in storage or anywhere for as long as you want. Well, not as long as you want, but I would say many years, and it will be ready to go next time when you need it. Just pour the gas in it and it will go, it will run. Now before I go, I gotta tell you something about these generators. These Coleman PowerMate generators with 11 horsepower Tecumseh engine. Those are actually pretty well made generators, and what is amazing on it, they will start, I mean the carburetor, number one, the carburetor is very simple. Okay, like cleaning the carburetor, it's actually really simple job. There is no little teeny tiny holes like on the Nikki carburetor or the Mikuni carburetor or any of those. Okay, number two, this generator, let's say, okay, I got this one, I had quite a few in my hand. For example, this Champion, that's a very heavy generator. It's well built, but it probably weighs twice as much as this one. This one, and it's a well balanced generator too. I can just lift it with my hand and balance it around, and it's fairly small compared to this one. Now I have this one here, which is actually not a bad generator. It's only 4,000 watts, if it's running watts or whatever. Let me see. It's a UST generator. 4200, I guess. 4200. I don't know if it's storage or whatever. It doesn't have a 240 plug, only 120. But these generators are pretty decent also, and they are kind of small and pretty light. I can carry this one by myself. Okay, this one not really. This one has the Generac 4000 EXL. It's a very nicely built this generator too, but that little thing is heavy as a hell. And then you know, I have another one in my other shed and another one in the cabin. But anyway, let's go back to this PowerMate 6875. This is actually, for its size and for everything, it's a very simple generator, and it's running like a charm. Every time I pull it out, it will start on the first pull. It can be sitting for 3 months, the whole winter, 6 months, and I'll take it out in the spring and start it, and it's running, and it starts on the first pull almost all the time. Of course, I keep it clean, especially the carburetor. But this is one of my favorite ones. So anyway, hit me back with your choice. Thank you.